Big up to everyone, lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity platform from. Thank you so much. We do really appreciate your time for always tuning up right here at Awini Unity platform. This video, I have a lot to share with you right here at this platform. I'm going to be drawing your attention to women WAFCON that are ongoing in Morocco right here. Yesterday, Monday, some of the matches took place. So I'm going to be sharing with you match highlight interviews. After the game, some of the coaches spoke about the game, particular South Africa versus Ghana. South Africa coaches spoke about a lot of things. We're going to be sharing with you that video right here on this platform. Also, I'm going to be driving your attention to Thomas Partey as well. Latest about Thomas Partey, you need to know right here. I have a lot of videos to be sharing with you. You all know the issues Thomas Partey, or the things Thomas Partey is passing through. If you do not know, after we're going to be sharing you a little bit about that, and also a lot of videos for you right here. So watch this video till the end. We have a lot to share with you right here. Very quick one, just to remind you, if today is your first time watching this platform, and maybe probably you may not know what we normally talk about right here, just to remind you on that. This platform, we talk about only African football, Africa national teams, African club football, and African players all over the world. So please, if you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe to the platform and let us grow together as a one family right here at Awini Unity platform. So a very quick one. Let me take your attention very quick to the WAFCON. Yesterday, South Africa versus Ghana was a very a beautiful game, but not to take much of your time. Let's go and enjoy the match highlight, and after that, we have a lot to share with you right here on this platform. So enjoy South Africa women team versus Ghana women's team as well.
Looking to give South Africa the lead here. Here's the Glasgow City player up at James Gunland. Easy does it. As Matalo comfortably finds the bottom corner, and South Africa going to the lead here a couple of minutes before the half-hour mark. First real chance to goal here from the South Africans, and it's Matalo. Looks calm and collected. She finds the back of the net. Keeper was going one way and couldn't adjust. After she committed to her right slightly, she wasn't able to adjust in Cynthia Konan. And then Damtalo, the first to find the back of the net.
Ipasi yakhe ithola Ramalebe. Athi sibone manje Rama. Alifaka boxini uRama nalithuba. Yaphakuza inethi. Kungabuya kuba ubani ngaphandle kuka J12. Jermaine Siupasilwe. Ibeka phakathi ibhola elihle lebanyana banyana. Enhle ipasi kaRama. Enhle ipasi kaRamalebe. Keeper usiposenwe. Wangalenza iphutha walibeka phakathi igoli lesibili lebanyana banyana. Phefumula manje iningizimu Afrika lapha ebhentshi naya leya pass. Naya leya pass. Aqashisa nje la eduze kwakho goalkeeper. Awetwa ngendaba Cynthia Conlen. 2 iningizimu Afrika. Nothi iGhana walibuka laze layobhajwa entanjeni ugoalkeeper waseGhana.
So there you have it. South Africa against Ghana. South Africa beating Ghana by 2-0, like you. And also Mali yesterday. Mali also beating Tanzania by 1-0. You can see that on your screen, the women WAFCON. Now, This is how the group look now for the first round of matches. Okay, just to share that with you. The first round of matches, Group A, Senegal 1 game. They have all this group. Everyone have chance here. Okay, everyone have chance here. Senegal won their first game. They have 3 points. 3 points plus 4 goals. Morocco drew their game for the opening day against Zambia, so they have 1 point. Zambia also have 1 point, and GR Congo are down there with 0 point. That is just for the first round. Let's go to Group B. Group B, Nigeria won their opening game, beating Tunisia by 3 goals to 0. So Nigeria have 3 points plus 3 goals. Also, Algeria beating Botswana their opening game by a lone goal against Botswana. So they have 3 points plus 1 goal. And Botswana is right there, third position with 0 points. And also Tunisia is down right there with 0 points. Let's go to the last group, that is Group C. Group C, South Africa, like you already watched the highlight, South Africa beating Ghana Black Queens 2-0 yesterday. So they have 3 points plus 2 goals. Also, Mali have 3 points plus 1 goal in second position. And Tanzania is third position right there with 0 points. Ghana is bottom on the table so far with a 0 point. But this is just the first round of matches. So Wednesday, some of the matches going to continue to Thursday. Then we're going to see who is going to be likely qualifying from there. So this is the women WAFCON that are ongoing in Morocco that you need to know right here at Awini Unity platform. Yesterday, after the game between South Africa against Ghana, after the game, South Africa, a women's coach, spoke about the game a little bit. So let's go and watch that interview, and after that, we'll continue with you right here about Thomas Partey as well.
Definitely hot out there, but not just the weather on the pitch as well. I think they started really well. They had us under pressure the first 15 minutes. We couldn't get out of our build-up. We changed things a bit and then got out and started getting onto the ball a lot more because that is our strength. And I haven't seen the penalty though, but I know the foul was in the box, but I haven't seen the penalty. You know, sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it doesn't go for you. And I think the second goal came also at a great time. We could have finished it off with the third one. They got almost back in. We had a couple of chances. But if you look at the game overall, I think it was even Stevens because Andile made quite a couple of saves as well. I thought we handled the long ball very well. We knew that it would come from the left-hand side. And in the midfield, I thought Linda controlled that part of the game well. But defensively, we were really sound. We always know we're going to create chances. And we always say if we can keep a clean sheet, we'll win the game. And today, our whole team played defensively really well. But it was extremely hot out there. And I think the cooling break was welcome. I think we made the changes at the right time as well. And that also really helped to settle down the team. But take nothing away from Ghana. They're still a quality side because that 15 minutes really could have changed the game if we had to concede there. But we stuck in there and hung around and took a little bit more control and got the result that we wanted. I think if you go back, 2018 we played Ghana, who can play and are physical. In 2022 we played Ghana as well, you know, who are physical. In 2016 we played Cameroon, who are physical. You know, so we always going to get that as well. You know, we know what our strengths are. So we're never going to be muscling people around, but if we can move the ball around quicker and our movement off the ball, that is our strength. And once we did that on the ball, we had them chasing shadows, you know, and that is our strength. We know we're going to get shoved around. We have the speed, we have the skill, and we have to play to our strength, you know. And unfortunately, we're not blessed with those big physical players, but we have to do what we are good at, and we don't try to change the way we play because...
So, yeah, that is some of the things that South Africa women national team head coach spoke about yesterday. So now let's drive our attention to the latest about Thomas Partey. Let's go and enjoy the video right here coming from Sky Sports, and after that we'll continue right here with you.
On Friday, the former Arsenal footballer Thomas Partey was charged with 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault, charges that Partey denies. Now, this case has caused an awful lot of discussion, and on social media in particular, there are lots of questions that remain unanswered. Well, our football correspondent Rob Dorset is here to address some of those questions. One of them is about timing, Rob. Just after he left Arsenal, this all came about. Is that a coincidence?
It is, I think, but I can understand a lot of discussion on social media and amongst football supporters, Arsenal supporters in particular, that say it's a heck of a coincidence that Thomas Partey was first arrested on suspicion of rape 3 years ago, July 2022, and yet he's charged a few days after his Arsenal contract expires. But that is a conspiracy theory and there's no grounds in it at all. I can tell you Arsenal have absolutely no influence over the Metropolitan Police or the Crown Prosecution Service. And in fact, the Crown Prosecution Service is independent of the police. And so the Crown Prosecution Service will only bring charges forward if they believe there is, quote, a realistic prospect of conviction when they present the case in court. And once they'd looked at all the evidence that the Metropolitan Police had given them, they felt that was the case with Thomas Partey at this particular time. And to give you an idea of the timescale, Partey was first arrested on suspicion of rape 3 years ago, July 2022. The Metropolitan Police have been investigating ever since. They passed a file to the Crown Prosecution Service just after Christmas in 2024, I've been told. And then an updated file was given to the CPS in April. It's that update which the CPS have acted upon. Now, it is possible for the police to accelerate an investigation if they think that the suspect might be planning to leave the country. So it is possible that the Metropolitan Police accelerated their investigation knowing that Thomas Partey would be out of contract and could go anywhere in the world, knowing that it might be difficult to get him back here to face charges if they were brought at a later stage. But we don't know that's the case with Thomas Partey. There's been no suggestion that's the case, and the police and the CPS are clearly silent on this because it's an ongoing case. So try and ignore what you're seeing on social media. It's understandable that people have questions, but there's no wrongdoing or no conspiracy here at all involving Arsenal, and certainly not the Metropolitan Police or the CPS.
All right, I have one question for you then. So, arrested in 2022, why didn't Arsenal suspend him then?
Well, that's a very good question. They could have done. And again, Arsenal aren't making any comments on this because the matter is, we expect, going to court, probably in 2026. Arsenal, though, have a very difficult job here, as any employer would. They have conflicting rights to look after. They have an obligation of care to the person who's been arrested because they are innocent until proven guilty. The employer, in this case Arsenal, also has an obligation to its other employees. And my understanding is that Arsenal did follow all of the legal advice they were given right from the point of arrest in 2022. And they made sure that safeguarding was in place to reassure other members of staff as well. But there's a lot of things they have to think about. There's the legal implications. There is the reputational damage that could happen if, at some stage in the future, Thomas Partey is convicted of these very serious allegations and they were seen not to act earlier. But also there's a financial one. We know that when Manchester City had a situation with Benjamin Mendy where he was charged with sexual offences, they suspended him at the point where he was charged. And then he was cleared of any wrongdoing. And he, Benjamin Mendy, took Manchester City to court and won £11 million in damages for unpaid wages. This situation with Thomas Partey, I understand, if they'd suspended him immediately when he was arrested, it could have cost Arsenal tens of millions of pounds, potentially, in any legal claim that came back their way if Thomas Partey is eventually found not guilty. Now, I'm not saying that there were financial motivations here for Arsenal. I'm saying it's a very complex situation for any employer. But it's clear that Arsenal have faced some criticism for the way they've handled this, and that will continue, I think, right up until we get to a court case. Thomas Partey himself has denied any wrongdoing. He's due to appear at Westminster Magistrates Court Tuesday, August the 5th, to answer those 5 charges against him. He's a 32-year-old free agent, so he could potentially, Mike, go and join another club. but anybody who wants to employ him now will know that he has these 5 counts of very serious sexual assault hanging over him.
Rob Dorset, our football correspondent, thank you.
So yeah, that is the latest about Thomas Partey. A very difficult situation. If you live here in Europe, when they talk about those things, you will understand what is really mean and how difficult it is. But we all pray, Thomas Partey, when we even think about football aside, is Africa. He is our African brother, and no one wishes this for even your enemy. Talking about someone who always make all of us proud, not just about only Ghanaians or Africans, but when it comes to football fans, football lovers out there. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for always tuning up right here with us. We do really, really appreciate your time. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do so and let us grow together as a one family right here once again. Stay blessed and more to come on your way. One love.